As painters, we build up a story with each brushstroke, from strange lighting and shadows to an exciting paint palette. And these stories don't just stop with the model itself. From game stores and tournaments to painting subreddits, we find all sorts of ways to tell our stories.
I love this hobby. I spend as much time as I can just painting, and even if I don't get better, at least I'm not doing drugs. Back in elementary school, I was introduced to Warhammer 40k. I was too young to throw any money at it, so I just admired from afar for a long time. I watched as many videos as I could, talked to all my friends that were into the game, and I fantasized about having literally any of the models. Now in college, with real adult money, I can throw as much as I want at it, and still be terrible. But perhaps my favorite part of miniature painting is seeing all the amazing art people have posted to Instagram and Reddit. It really gets my creative drive fired up for the next time I sit down with brush in hand.
How did we get into this hobby? Well, like most things, we had friends that peer pressured us into it until we got hooked. Now I'm $30,000 in debt with a sweet new model I might never paint up. For others, they're scrolling through Instagram until they find a sweet piece of art, only to find out the artist is some nerd who plays with toy soldiers. Art's still cool though. This leads them on a path looking for more art, falling down some Reddit rabbit hole, and coming out of a haze, realizing they just ordered a set of nice brushes and paints, not knowing the first thing about miniature painting. But that's what hobby stores are for.
How did you get into miniature painting?
Older brother, who had way more disposable income than I did at the time, started his miniature painting for a different setting.
I genuinely started learning how to paint after the catastrophic first army for Warhammer 40k that I ever assembled and painted on my own.
What does miniature painting mean to you?
Very zen process. It is, intense focus on something very small and very detailed.
When I do a good job, which isn't always all the time, but when I do a good job, I take a lot of pride in it because going to show off the amount of work and effort I put into it is.
What do you love about this hobby?
Afterwards, you've done the thing, it looks great, you're super proud of it, and you can bring it and show it to people and they can be excited about it too.
I love the amount of learning that goes into it. I've been painting on a decent level now for probably 3 or 4 years, and I still have a tremendous amount of improvement that can be done.
What is your process when you sit down to paint?
First things first, I gotta find myself a good show to watch. Something that doesn't require a heck of a lot of attention.
My process is to be painting as quickly as possible. If the mood takes me, I don't want to have to spend time preparing something or getting something ready. I just want to have whatever it is on my table, and it usually stays on my table until I paint it.
Miniature painting drums up so many emotions, as any art will. It's about the friends that we make and the stories that we tell. The beauty of this hobby is the community around it, where other miniature painters can give tips and pointers to new beginners. Miniature painting is an outlet for the stories that we tell, written in plastic and paint, and nothing quite satisfies that childlike wonder than when make-believe meets real action figures.